Well, here we are, we're leaving Harrisville now. We had a good night, and the sun is shining, the sky is blue, the wind is fresh, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, good morning internet. Au revoir. I just want to check my phone. It's such a pain. There's just too many to remember. Well, I said turn right, remember? It should be, yep, Munbella Road, perfect.
Car. Clear left. Us.
That's it.
Gravel. Shit road. Now I believe we get to Bum Bum next, is it?
Yep.
And then Roberts. We'll have a look. I'll just dodge some of the shit here.
Oh, Bum Bum Road?
Oh, Bum Bum Road.
I think we're coming into a town called Oh Bum Bum.
Oh, not Bum Bum. Just Oh Bum Bum.
It's Oh Bum Bum. Oh my bum. Bum. Oh, for God's sake, gravel again?
I've had many people like us go down here.
No. Look at these two idiots. Look, Sharon, they're lost.
Yeah, look at those city dwellers. Holy hell. Well, this is good.
Oh my God.
When you get around the corners, like, the cameras are probably not picking this up, but this is pretty steep. I might need to run up on it. This is fantastic.
Oh my God.
Hey?
This is ridiculous.
Well, we're coming up to an intersection now. We have to find out which way we go. It's a T intersection, I believe. I might have to make a quick decision.
Well, that was a wonderful tiki tour.
Left or right, sir?
I'll just check my phone.
So here's Jason. He's checking out the map. So you've got someone beside you, Jason. Jason, you got someone beside you talking to you.
What?
Thank you. I'll get it. Oh. Well, there we go. We got a fellow Harley Davidson rider just pulled up as we're checking the maps, and another guy that says to us, "Are you all right?" Everyone's saying, "Are you all right?"
Let's go.
Okay.
Turning right into Grey Street. Is this Grey Street?
We're checking. No.
No.
It's Roadvale Road.
For fuck's sake! Honest to God, I'm over getting lost. I'm not lost. But here we are at the motorcycle museum. Look at this.
Wow, look at this place.
Surprise for Rod.
Fantastic.
Oh, hello. How are you? Is it open?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's happened?
They want $10 each.
Well, here we are. Panorama. Classic and vintage motorcycles. Open Sundays, admission $10. So let's go in and have a look, shall we, Jace?
Absolutely. Day 3 excitement. One of the only Queensland motorcycle museums open. There's the maps.
Morning.
Oh, good
Hello,
morning.
how
How
are
are
you?
you?
Not too bad. I'm Jenny. And
Hi, Jenny.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Yes, so yes, you're
How long have you had this place, Jenny?
12, 13. Well, originally it started by my dad
Oh,
back in 1965.
Wow.
I just started collecting what people were throwing away.
yeah.
Gosh.
And then when my husband came courting, he sort of, Dad said, well, what's he do for a living? And I said, oh, he's a motor mechanic. Well, we might be able to start fixing. So it sort of started like that.
Brilliant.
This was my dad here.
Oh, look at that.
So he did himself then a motorbike, a sidecar, which is over there.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, it sort of grew from there. So it's been going, and he had it on his private property, and whoever came just, you know, come have a look, come have a look.
Yeah.
Well, then about 12 years ago, we put it down here because Dad had had a stroke and he couldn't look after it anymore, and his
Right.
wish was to keep it going. So my son actually has this 5.5 acres here. So he said, oh yes, okay Pop, I'll put a shed up for you. And we started off with this shed here.
Wow.
And then we've extended
Fantastic.
several times. So because it keeps growing, people come along and they say, oh look, you know, I've got an old whatever,
Yeah.
don't want, can we put it here? So basically everything pretty well in the shed here belongs to a family.
Right.
It's about 60 motorbikes. So it's these couple of push bikes here, only came here a few weeks ago, an old fellow, he made them
Right.
with the wheelchairs on the front.
Brilliant. Yep.
He has got them for sale here, and the world's fastest trike around the corner belongs to a fellow. But otherwise, everything else belongs just to our immediate family.
Fantastic.
Wow, look at the old Harleys. Looking forward
Right.
to looking at them.
We better pay some money and have a look around, shall we?
It's $10.
Oh, we got the big till here, folks. Hello, how are you?
Doing
This is Jason
Hello, how are
from
you?
Kiwi Grand Tours, and I'm Rod. How are you? How are you? Yeah.
Look at the
If
old
I'm not
area.
mistaken, Jason, this could be it. One of the world's fastest trikes, I believe.
And well, it's turboed.
Yeah.
You can tell, look at the turbo on it.
125 mile an hour. Wow.
Now look at the old aerial. The retard. This is the retard.
What, the guy standing by it?
No.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yes,
Sorry,
you can.
right.
On a bike you can. So basically, the old bikes like ours, they have automatic. It's all to do with compression. So you can't kick this over when it's fully compressed. So there's a decompression lever. I think it's this one, and that's the retard. So what the retard does is it retards the timing, and you take the compression off. So when you kick it, there's not much compression, more fuel, boof. And once you've got it going, pull back the retard lever back to normal and pull back the compression.
Hey, look, it's a Yamaha 100. I used to ride one of these, but a red one. A little bit of Aussie war memorabilia here. There's a gun. I've spotted a gun.
Well, this is what I'm riding outside. It's just a bit more of a, oh, that one over there, sorry, tell a lie. The twin Harley Davidson.
I like the white one.
Oh, an Excelsior. Rare as hen's teeth.
Sorry, I see it.
An Excelsior. Wow, look at this. $1938. English.
And beside it, Jason, is a Vespa. It's a 1963 in the original mint green. Fantastic bike, very popular, of course, in Europe, especially in France. But the Vespas were with the bike, especially with the big leg shields on it, and of course the complimentary spare tyre over here, just in case you have a whoopsie, which is great. Nice little solid bike. It actually means wasp, the word Vespa.
Does it?
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And they only have a little trend. They have a 3-speed on the front.
Velocette?
Velocette, look at that.
Yeah, they look like a tank.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yamaha.
Original. I like the way they've left the tank dented.
Yep.
This, I haven't heard of this brand before, Jason, have you?
Yes, Italian, I think. Oh, no.
Right, let's go back.
I tell a lie. It's West German.
West German, is it?
Wow.
Okay, let's go back to the future when that movie came out in 1985. This is it.
Oh, look at that. The
Look at that.
CBX 250.
It's a 250, single cylinder.
Everyone had one, didn't they?
Oh,
when we were teenagers.
every teenager had one, didn't they? They were the. I had one of these as well, a Suzuki 100, as well as a 125, borrowed from a friend. Maybe you can talk about something more interesting that to heart as bicycles, Jason. You're probably good at bicycles.
Well, bicycles are great, but these bicycles, all of them, actually have a little motor in it. Look.
Oh, okay.
This is how, of course, motorcycling began back in the day. Indian apparently first, but then Harley Davidson, and well, the Harleys and the Davidsons got a bicycle, made the tube in a thing, and plopped a motor in it.
Just over here, just slightly deviating from the motorcycle.
Oh, look at this Battlestar.
Battleships.
Battleships, I mean.
Battleships.
This was the fancy one that only the rich kids had because it made the
Noises. Boom. Reel to reel cassette deck in a suitcase. Wow. You don't see that kind of stuff around anymore, do you?
It's down here.
Right, we'll
some
go for
dollies.
walk down here. Okay, we'll dodge the China collection. Watch your step, please. Some sort of portable organ.
Oh, look at the camera collection. Polaroids.
My dad
Brown
had
Bobby.
my dad had a brownie.
Brownie.
Brownies, yeah.
What, and a camera or a girlfriend?
No, I think it was after an Indian curry, but no, actually, it was a camera he had in Africa.
And here it is. The Ford Model T.
Oh, look
The
at
most
that.
mass-produced car ever made back in the day. Ford was the first company in the world to mass-produce cars, and this was it. But unfortunately, Mr. Ford couldn't quite get with the times, and other companies were making better cars with more features. But he said, no, the Model T is it. And of course, it just got outdated.
Well, Henry Ford had a good friend who decided to, and when he was producing these cars, Jason, he had an issue. He wanted to make a hole in metal. So he went to his good friend, who was an engineer, and made an item and decided to call it Milwaukee, and they called it the hole shooter. That is an absolute true story. I mean, we're talking just a few years after Cowboy Indian days, right? So the first drill in America was made for Henry Ford, and it was called a hole shooter.
What have we here? A Douglas. Look at this engine. Completely 1925.
Do that again. It's what? Oh, okay, that way.
And English. Oh, it's English.
Yeah, well, you see, there wasn't much difference between the 25 and the 24, but look at this light on the front of that.
That's stolen off a street lamp in London, isn't it? Now here's something to your heart. Actually, I better film this when we get over to here.
Okay.
A Triumph.
It's not, is it? 1915, 2.5 horsepower, 2-stroke, 2-speed, rear drive.
And there are these retard and advanced levers for getting it going.
Fuel tank is right between you, and the belt drive looks amazing.
Now this has a and I've got my words mixed up, oil system. So in other words, total flow through. So you turn a little tap on, the oil goes through the engine and then falls out in the road. They did have problems with some Harleys that they actually fell out just behind the back wheel, which made it quite slippery.
Your handlebars are like that.
Yeah.
My handlebars are like this.
Yeah.
These handlebars all seem to be...
Well, it's a bicycle.
I know, that's
They
right.
never went by the past.
No.
Total loss oil system, that's it. Total loss. So it actually goes through. If we can try and find it, where the oil goes in, and it drips out onto the road as you're going along, because it does not recirculate, it does not have an oil pump. Oh, look at this.
Indians, 1914.
Wow. Here's what I'm talking about. Here is your oil pump for the total loss. So you push and pump that up and down about, I don't know, as you're riding along, every few miles you give it a pump, and it pumps the oil from a separate container here down through into the engine.
It's interesting how quickly they went from this to a few years later in 44, they brought out a 1200cc monster like this.
I know.
They can take your 2 children.
And it's got 2 helmets, look.
No seat belts, of course.
We don't need them.
We don't need seat belts. And the fog light on it.
These are worth dollars, these Indians.
You know, I've realised how old my dad was. He was born in 1928, so this was the latest model of an Indian. He was born. Look at that.
Honestly, these would be worth, in Australia, I would say up around the $60,000, $70,000 mark. And we have a race model here. Oh, it's a track. It's a track bike.
It is too.
Circuit racer. They went round the big wooden ovals and they raced around and around. That's how Harley and Indian got their name. And the more you won, the more publicity you got in the papers back in the day, and the more people bought your bike.
I love the signage everywhere too. You know, some of these signs look just genuinely look old. It's great. It's everywhere. There'll be a story behind that leather jacket.
Excuse me, I'd like. Excuse me.
Oh, we've got a complaint.
I'd like to buy the Harley. No, the one next to it. How much would you like for it? We have cash.
Not for sale.
There you go.
What about lots of cash?
Lots of cash. I think even then would be no. Yes.
Well, that's a no on buying the Harley.
If you bought it in '79, you could register it for $26.60. We just walked past a 68 Honda 175.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I
How
know.
embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Look at this. Please come round to here.
Oh, yeah.
Does that tail light look familiar?
Yes,
It's exactly the same one off my CB125.
Yeah, although these have been a bit more
Yeah, they're a bit...
bullet-shaped, but similar to what was happening with the cars back then,
So
of
they
course.
really didn't... They obviously manufactured these in bulk. This is the same bracket and thought,
Yeah.
we'll just keep using them for the next 5 years. What's the difference?
I know. I know.
It's got the same carb as mine. Actually, I could do with a new float bowl.
Yeah.
Could you just distract them?
Okay, how about I start this up?
Now, this is so good to be able to get in close to this Harley Davidson. Now, here's the oil coming down from the tank, see?
Yep.
Into here. And somewhere under here, there's the carburetor. Look where it is. This is the carburetor feeding into the spark plug. How they, work that out. It's just incredible. If you look down here, here are the things that are on the side of my bike, which is pushing up and down, turning the cam around. To lift, these are the lifters, rods, to lift up the valve.
Yeah. Oh, it's you turning it.
Well, look at this. Come around here. Here we are. Piston up, bang. Piston down, up, bang.
Amazing. So we've come into this side of the room, and as you can see, there's alternators and motors and all sorts of little CB radios. Roger, Roger. A piston or two.
Like off the world's fastest Indian.
And then a random little
Lawnmower collection.
a lawnmower collection, just in case you were wanting to see lawnmowers. As Jason was saying, this looks like it's the to be done collection.
Now, could you please come in here? I just want to have a little bit of a talk.
Sure.
Now, you would have already seen in quite a few episodes ago, I was talking about the Harley Davidson dog gears interlocking. So I did a big discussion about how Harley Davidson gears clunk when you put it into first gear.
Oh, on your video?
Yeah, the video, it's been out for a while
Right,
now.
okay.
Well, here they are. Here are the dog gears. So see here and here?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So, of course, this goes in and goes this way, and that's what like such big dog gears, when they go in, they go clunk. This is wonderful. You can actually see it.
It's good to see it.
How it actually, what I was explaining in that video.
It's for you.
Oh. Hello? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. All right, thanks. Bye.
Who was it?
The Queen.
Oh.
Want to know if we're having a nice time.
Oh, that's good of her. Radiograms, radios. It's pretty sad when you start to see some things that you used to have here now in
Yes.
sort of almost like a museum. But a lot of people coming in today will go, what is that? VHS.
I remember these Philips.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Am I that old?
And then we've got sewing machine collection over here. There'll be a singer sitting here. So here it is. Spooky doll for some psycho horror movie. Hello, Jason. I'm in the car, look. How are you?
G'day, where are we going?
Get out. Oh, I'm not too sure, actually. I don't think there's any benzene in it.
We'll put some in it.
This is an interesting bike here, Jason. I want to explain something to you about this bike. This bike was the rules were you had to wear jeans on this bike only.
Why is that?
The reason being is because the name of the bike is a Levi's. Just about remember these pumps.
I do too. That's sad.
Do you remember these?
Yes.
For testing your quality of your battery water.
Yep.
Even the speaker grills are like Batman. It's got Batman written all over it somehow.
Sorry to get in the way. That is just awesome.
Oh, well, that's it then, Jace.
That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed coming here.
We did enjoy it. It was good.
Just fantastic.
Yeah.
It really is. I really want to take an old Harley home, but she won't sell it.
No. Jason offered her $1 million for it and she still said no.
I was going to borrow that off you, actually.
Right.